Hello everyone. We're going to cover uh, not so easy but important topic. We talk about English grammar, that is voice. Let's see the definition. A voice is the form of a verb which shows its connection with the subject. It shows whether the subject does something or something is done to the subject. Now see the types. Voice has two types, active voice and passive voice. Active voice shows that subject does something, whereas passive voice shows that something is done to the subject. Example is given. One can learn from this example. Firstly, active voice. Subject is directly connected with verb. It shows that subject does something. Now passive voice. Subject is not directly connected with verb. It shows that something is done to the subject. Here are a list of subject and objects. I, we, you, he, she, they are subjects, and me, us, you, him, her, them, which are used as objects. Now let's have a glance to the sum of rules. In active voice, first form of the verb is used, whereas in passive is, am, are plus third form of the verb. Again, second form of the verb is used in active voice, whereas was, were plus third form of the verb is used. Similarly, will, shall plus V1. In passive, will, shall plus be plus third form. Next, is, am, are plus first form plus ing. In passive, is, am, are plus being plus third form. Now, let us see some examples for present tense. Taking present indefinite tense, let's do the identification for this, that is V1 plus S oblique ES, do oblique does plus V1, that is first form, changed into is, am, are plus third form of the verb. Point to be noted is passive voice always carries third form of the verb. Now let's change some of the active voice sentences into passive voice. First one, parents love their children. Passive is children are loved by their parents. Second, a choreographer arranges dance movements. Change to dance movements are arranged by a choreographer. Third one, they do not grow rice. Rice is not grown by them. Fourth one, who teaches you English? By whom is English taught to you? What do you want? What is wanted by you? Sixth, he does not sing a song. A song is not sung by him. Do they teach French in your school? Is French taught in your school? By them. 8. Why do they blame me? Why am I blamed by them? 9. Who keeps the records? By whom are the records kept? 10. Do you scold me? Am I scolded by you? Who advises you? By whom are you advised? How does she make coffee? How is coffee made by her? Does she ate Mangoes are mangoes eaten by her. I seldom keep him waiting. He is seldom kept waiting by me. He teaches us grammar. Grammar is taught to us by him. In other words, we are taught grammar by him. I need an efficient personal assistant. An efficient personal assistant is needed by me. His employers trust him. He is trusted by his employers. Does he buy a book? Is a book bought by him? I know him. He is known to me. Why do you tell a lie? Why is a lie told by you? Second one is present continuous tense. Identification is MR plus V1 plus ing changed to is MR plus being plus V3. Some of the sentences which is changed from active to passive. The mason is building the wall is being built by the mason. Is he not harassing me unnecessarily? Am I not being harassed by his unnecessarily? Why are they neglecting other historical monuments? Why are other historical monuments being neglected by them? 4. The authorities are giving a facelift to several Mughal monuments. Several Mughal monuments are being given a facelift by the authorities. 5. Are you defending his conduct? Is his conduct being defended by you? The boys are playing hockey. Hockey is being played by the boys. He is running a race. A race is being run by him. You are flying a bite. A bite is being flown by you. Is he not helping you? Are you not being helped by him? 10. Are they singing a song? Is a song being sung by them? 11. Is she teaching me? Am I being taught by her? Why are you telling lies? Why are lies being told by you? 13. Why are you abusing him? Why is he being abused by you? What is Mon doing? What is being done by Mon? She is playing chess. Chess is being played by her. Why are you wasting your time? Why is your time being wasted by you? Is he reading a book? Is a book being read by him? He is driving a bike. A bike is being driven by him. What are they doing? What is being done by them? Who is disturbing her? By whom is she being disturbed? Third one is present perfect tense. Identification has oblique have plus V3. Changed to has oblique have plus been plus V3. Let's see some sentences changed from active voice to passive voice. First one is a robot has knitted these pullovers. These pullovers have been knitted by a robot. Has nobody helped it? Has it not been helped by anybody? Who has designed this robot? By whom this robot been designed? Have you read Gulliver's Travels? Has Gulliver's Travels been read by you? She has eaten all the biscuits. All the biscuits have been eaten by her. They have built a bridge. The bridge has been built by them. You have won a prize. A prize has been won by you. The teacher has called the rolls. The rolls have been called by the teacher. Has he polished his shoes? Have his shoes been polished by him? 10. Has he stolen your wristwatch? Has your wristwatch been stolen by him? 11. Have you ever seen a lion? Has a lion ever seen by you? 12. What have you done in this matter? What has been done by you in this matter? 13. Why have you missed the train? Why has the train been missed by you? 14. Who has abused you? By whom have you been abused? 15. Has he done his work? Has his work been done by him? 16. Has she solved this sum? Has this sum been solved by her? 17. What have been purchased? What has been purchased by them? 18. What have you done in this matter? What has been done by you in this matter? 19. Why have you missed the train? Why has the train been missed by you? 20. Where have you hidden my books? Where have my books been hidden by you? Now, work on an exercise of present tense, which is as present indefinite tense. First one, he tells stories, he drinks coffee, people admire her for her beauty, he does not tell a lie, he expects good news, he admires the bravery, they purchase books. I teach English. Do they teach French in your school? Who cheats you? Some sentences on present continuous tense. Some boys are helping the wounded man. She is speaking a truth. She is making a doll. Students are learning their lessons. I am painting a picture. She is sweeping the room. The gardener is watering the plants. Why are you abusing him? I am running a race. What are they doing? Next, present perfect tense. He has won the match. She has completed her work. She has missed the train. We have cooked the food. Number 5. The facts have not justified his action. 6. Who has not heard this news? 7. Who has broken this window pane? 8. Has she taken her meals? Has she solved this sum? Have you finished your work? 2. Past tense. Past indefinite tense identification V2 or did plus V1. It is changed into was, were plus V3. Some examples of active voice being changed to passive. First one, my lawyer gave me all the details of the case. I was given all the details of the case by my lawyer. Did her answers impress you? Were you impressed by her answers? How many friends did you invite? How many friends were invited by you? How many friends supported you? How many friends were you supported by? Or by how many friends were you supported? Fifth, the cat killed the mouse. The mouse was killed by the cat. He threw the stone. The stone was thrown by him. Edison invented the first gramophone. The first gramophone was invented by Edison. He cut trees. Trees were cut by him. They kept us waiting. We were kept waiting by them. I employed him. He was employed by them. I took coffee yesterday. Coffee was taken by me yesterday. Did he give you anything? Was anything given to you by him? Who cursed old lady? By whom was the old lady cursed? Who lent you this book? By whom were you lent this book? Where did you find my ball? Where was my ball found by you? What did he speak to you? What was spoken to you by him? Did she run a great risk? Was a great risk run by her? He did not sing a song. A song was not sung by him. Did the teacher punish the students? Were the students punished by the teacher? 20th. Where did you find my ball? Where was my ball found by you? Past continuous tense identification was, were plus V1 plus ing changed into was, were plus being plus V3. Let's see some examples of active voice change into passive voice. First one, I was not laughing at anybody. Nobody was being laughed at by me. She was writing a letter. A letter was being written by her. Was someone assisting you to produce the program? Were you being assisted by someone to produce the program? How were you managing the show? How was the show being managed? They were criticizing her. She was being criticized by them. The children were enjoying the clown's antics. The clown's antics were being enjoyed by the children. What was he doing? What was being done by him? 8. Were they teaching us? Were we being taught by them? Who was disturbing you? By whom were you being disturbed? Were they learning their lesson? Was their lesson being learned by them? She was ironing her clothes. Her clothes were being ironed by her. Was she knocking at the gate? Was the gate not being knocked by her? The hunter was shooting the lion. The lion was being shot by the hunter. The cat was drinking milk. Milk was being drunk by the cat. They were not playing cricket. Cricket was not being played by them. Who were you scolding? By whom was being scolded by you? Were they teaching us? Were we being taught by them? 18. Was not Mohan teasing the baby? Was the baby not being teased by Mohan? The farmer was not plowing the field. The field was not being plowed by the farmer. 20th. The hunter was shooting the lion. The lion was being shot by the hunter. Past perfect tense identification had plus V3 changed into had plus been plus V3. Active voice sentences changed to passive voice. First one, I had already deposited all the dues. All the dues had already been deposited by me. Had you received the information by 5 pm? Had the information been received by 5 pm? 3. Who had swept the room? By whom had the room been swept? Why had you not prepared your lessons? Why had your lessons not been prepared by you? 5. Where had the hidden his toys? Where had his toys been hidden by him? 6. How had they solved those slums? How had those sums been solved by them? 7. Had he not completed his work? Had his work not been completed by him? 8. We had already missed the train. The train had already been missed by us. 9. I had written a letter. A letter had been written by me. 10. He had stolen my pen. My pen had been stolen by him. 11. They had done their work. The work had been done by them. 12. He had already solved all the sums. All the sums had already been solved by him. 13. He had killed a lion. A lion had been killed by him. Why has he sold his horse before my arrival? Why had his horse been sold by him before my arrival? The masons had not built the house. The house had not been built by the masons. 16. Had he not ironed his clothes? Had his clothes not been ironed by him? 17. He had already opened the gate. The gate had already been opened by him. Had he finished his work by 4 pm? Had his work been finished by him by 4 pm? 19. Who had invited you to the feast? By whom had you been invited to the feast? 20th. Had you never seen this place before? Had this place never been seen you by before? Exercises of past tense. First, past indefinite tense. First one, the principal introduced the chief guest to the audience. Around this time, Henry Dunant, a Swiss citizen, founded the International Committee of the Red Cross. The river water flooded the fields and damaged the crops. Some passers-by attended upon the injured and shifted them to a nearby hospital. The Prime Minister made a policy statement in the Lok Sabha. Did you receive the transfer orders in time? When did you hand over the charge to Mr. Sethi? When did they detect the mistake? Did you see the result personally? How many students won a distinction in English? 2. Past continuous tense. They were criticizing me unnecessarily. The audience was making fun of the speaker. 3rd, some people were spreading rumors to create communal tension in the city. 4. The chief editor was taking the correspondent task for his misreporting. Wasn't the police dealing with the hooligans rather leniently? A fierce-looking Ella Stein was guarding the main gate. Why was your father not accompanying you? Were the teacher monitoring the weak students' progress? How were they managing the factory without skilled labor? Who was beating his son? 3. Past perfect tense. Somebody had already tipped the customers' authorities. The police had nabbed the terrorists before they could strike. 3. The cabinet committee had not yet given its approval to the proposed amendment. 4. They had sanitized the entire area before the British Prime Minister arrived. The engineers had fully plugged the hole in the bank before the rain set in. Had the police ever raided the gambler's den? Where had she hidden those crucial documents? Had Mr. Jain completed the preliminary interview before he reached the office? He had already seen the film. Had he washed his clothes? Future tense, future indefinite tense, identification will shall plus V1 changed into will shall plus B plus V3. Some of the active voice sentences change to passive voice. Tomorrow morning the Chief Minister will inaugurate this new ultra-modern stadium. Tomorrow morning this new ultra-modern stadium will be inaugurated by the Chief Minister. Will they accommodate the guest in some hotel? Will the guest be accommodated in some hotel by them? I shall read a book. A book will be read by me. He will love me. I shall be loved by him. We shall teach you. He will be taught by us. You will not finish work. Work will not be finished by you. We shall not teach you. You will not be taught by us. How shall I solve the sum? How will the sum be solved by me? What will he have? What will he had by him? When will he deposit his money? When will his money be deposited by him? When will Sohan pass the test? When will the test be passed by Sohan? Will you finish the work? Will the work be finished by you? Shall we teach you? Will you be taught by us? Shall I read a book? Will a book be read by me? Will he not mend his ways? Will his ways not be mended by him? Which book will you read tomorrow? Which book will be read by you tomorrow? I shall write many letters. Many letters will be written by me. What will you eat tonight? What will be eaten by you tonight? He will do his duty will be done by him. 20th, who will answer this question? By whom will this question be answered? Future perfect tense identification will, shall plus have plus V3 changed into will, shall plus have been plus V3. Active voice sentences, then passive voice sentences. First one, they will have repaired all the roads by the middle of May. All the roads will have been repaired by them by the middle of May. Will they have served the refreshments before we reach the venue? Will the refreshments have been served before we reach the venue by them? I shall have read a book. A book will have been read by me. He will have loved me. I shall have been loved by him. You will have eaten bread. Bread will have been eaten by you. We shall have taught you. You will have been taught by us. I shall not have read a book. A book will not have been read by me. You will not have eaten bread. Bread will not have been eaten by you. Why will Sohan have run a face? Why will a face have been run by Sohan? What shall I have done? What will have been done by me? Will you have eaten bread? Will bread have been eaten by you? Shall I not have read a book? Will a book have not been read by me? He will do his duty. His duty will be done by him. Will you not teach her? Will she not be taught by you? Which book will you read tomorrow? Which book will be read by you tomorrow? Will he not mend his ways? Will his ways not be mended by him? He will do his duty will be done by him. I shall buy this pencil will be bought by me. 19th, everybody will blame us. We shall be blamed by everybody. 20th, her uncle will look after her. She will be looked after by her uncle. Now exercises of future tenses. First one, future indefinite tense. The first sentence is, when will you throw the ball? Second, he will do a lot of work. Third, you will catch the first bus. Fourth, I shall pay the bill for dinner. Fifth, the farmers will grow paddy. They will buy some fruit. He will not turn you out. I shall never offer this broken chair to him. 9th, we shall teach him a lesson. 10th, my aunt will pay me school fees. Number 2, future perfect tense. Sentence number 1, where shall we have hidden our toys? Will you have seen the film tomorrow? They will have bought some fruit. The enemy will have attacked the city. He will have cleared his account. The enemy will have sunk the ship. The magistrate will have sent him to jail. 8th, the peon will have rung the bell. The teacher will have called the roll. 10th, boys will have learned their lesson. Point to be noted is present, past, future, perfect, continuous tenses cannot be changed into passive form. Modal auxiliaries, identification modals, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, etc. plus V1. Changed into modal plus B plus V3. Examples of active voices change into passive voice. First, when I can drive a car can be driven by me. He can do it. It can be done by him. He would teach us today. We would be taught by him today. She can read his book. This book can be read by her. You must love your brother. Your brother must be loved by you. We ought to respect our teachers. Our teachers ought to be respected by us. What should he do now? What should be done by him now? Where can I find such a man? Where can such a man be found by me? Can you read this newspaper? Can this newspaper be read by you? Can we postpone this meeting by a week? Can this meeting be postponed by us by a week? We should respect every living creature on this earth. Every living creature on this earth should be respected by us. The arrogance of yours could have spoiled your reputation. Your reputation could have been spoiled by the arrogance of yours. We ought to keep the pollution level under control. The pollution level ought to be kept under control by us. May I have your bike for 5 minutes? May your bike be had by me for 5 minutes by me. 15th, who will solve this sum? By whom will this sum be solved? 16th, would you return my loan? Would my loan be returned by you? Imperative sentences, identification V1 in the beginning, changed into let plus object plus be plus V3. Or you are requested to you, or ordered to you, are asked to you, are advised to you, are suggested to. Let's see some examples of active voice changed into passive voice. First one, lock all the doors. Let all the doors be locked. Second, tell him to leave at once. Tell him to be told to leave at once. Leave at once. You're ordered to leave at once. For shut the door, let the door be shut. Do it, you are ordered to do it. Obey your elders. You are advised to obey your elders. Carry it home. Let it be carried home. Make coffee at once. You are ordered to make coffee. Please sign this letter. You are requested to sign this letter. Kindly go through this book. You are requested to go through this book. Work hard. You are advised to work hard. Let the PM take the final decision. Let the final decision be taken by the PM. Mr. Singh handle the accounts. You are ordered. Let the accounts be handled by Mr. Singh. Stand up on the bench. You are ordered to stand up on the bench. Please help him. You are requested to help him. Keep to the left. You are advised to keep to the left. Please bring me a glass of water. You are requested to bring me a glass of water. Do not oppress the poor. Let the poor not be oppressed. Exercises. First one, keep a strict eye on rumor mongers. Leave the dog alone. Do not buy medicines without a proper bill. Never twist the facts for your personal gains. Fifth one, show me your chemistry notebook, please. Tell Mr. Vijay to wait a little. 7. Let ducks lead the procession. 8. Don't hate the poor. 9. Never tell a lie. 10. Don't make a noise. Sentences with prepositional verbs. Identification V plus preposition in active voice changed into V3 plus preposition in passive voice. Some sentences changed from active voice to passive voice. First, when a car ran over a girl was run over by a car. They spoke to me, I was spoken to by them. I listened to the teacher was listened to by me. She will object to my proposal will be objected to by her. I am listening to you, you are being listened to by me. He acted upon my advice was acted upon by him. Why are you laughing at the poor beggar? Why is the poor beggar being laughed at you by you? He agreed to my proposal was agreed to by him. Some exercises. First one, he did not speak to me. A new factory has been set up there. Third, call in the doctor. Boy, switch off the lights, no one can wonder at it. 6, he did not act upon my advice. Police is looking into the mirror. 8, what is she looking at? Sentences without preposition identification, no preposition change into preposition is used after verb, and by is not used with subject. Active voice. Sentences change to passive voice. Her recitation pleased the inspector. The inspector was pleased with her recitation. Pot contains milk. Milk is contained in pot. She knows me. I am known to her. Her remarks offended me. I was offended with her remarks. Fifth one, the recitation pleased the inspector. The inspector was pleased with the recitation. Exercise. First, his behavior vexes me. My conduct surprised him. Do she know you? Fourth, she disgusts her parents. Fifth, his conduct surprises father. Sixth, wild plants grew all over the field. 7, I do not know him. 8th, this tumbler contains water. Now, infinite verbs. Identification 2 plus V1. It is time plus 2 plus V1 plus O. Changed into 2 plus B plus V3. It is time for plus O plus 2B plus V3. Examples of active voice changed to passive voice. First one, it is time to call the roll. It is time for the roll to be called. It is time to register the names. It is time for the names to be registered. It is time to do this work. It is time for this work to be done. Women like to talk. To talk is liked by women. You will have to do it. It will have to be done by you. Some exercises. First one, I hope to win a prize. Ashoka went into edX Kalinga. She is to do with this job. I expect you to forget this episode. It is time to close the shop. It is time to have a cup of coffee. It is time to wait. Now, two objects of the verb identification, two objects are given. It is changed into we can take any object living or non-living from them. Active voice sentences change into passive voice. First one, we refused them admission. They were refused admission by us, living object. Or, in other words, admission was refused to them by us, non-living object. Second one, he teaches us English. We are taught English by him. Third, I shall give her 10 rupees. She will have been given 10 rupees by me. Fourth, we have given her a message. She have been given a message by us. Exercises. First one, the teacher will give us a test. Second, she told me a wonderful story. Third, the booking clerk issued me a ticket. I will tell you an important information. Fifth one, did you send him a beautiful wristwatch? Now miscellaneous, active voice sentences changed to passive voice. First one, sit down, be seated. One cannot help it, it cannot be helped. My hair needs cutting, my hair needs to be cut. The rose smells sweet, the rose is sweet when smelled. Thank God, God be thanked. May I go out? May I allowed to go out? The people lined the road, the road was lined with the people. Exercises. First one, pen is to write with. Second, they say that you are a liar. Third, he hopes to pass this year. Fourth, God helps those who help themselves. Fifth, one should respect one's elders. Sixth, one ought to do one's duty. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe and share.